Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are still fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith, and Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this lesson is going to be based on 4 family members that were killed in an overnight house fire in DeKalb County. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article. I'm going to get some precepts, and the Lord's will, you're edified. It says an overnight house fire in DeKalb County has claimed the lives of 4 family members, officials say. Authorities with DeKalb County Fire Rescue say the fatal fire began just before midnight on Wednesday at the home on the 1800 block of Winthrop Road. Fire crews arrived at the single-story home and found heavy flames and smoke pouring out of the building. During a search, firefighters found 1 victim inside the home. Medics rushed that person to a local hospital where they were pronounced dead. The bodies of 3 other victims were found during additional searching. Salakia. Interim Fire Chief Melvin Carter said that the victims were 1 woman and 3 men, all of whom were related. He did not share their names. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. The American Red Cross has been requested to assist the displaced survivors of the fire. Yeah, so basically the Lord's fiery spirit of vengeance being used yet again to bring judgment. Ecclesiasticus 39:28, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Verse 30, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. And basically this fire was used to punish those people to destruction. Now maybe it wasn't necessarily the fire itself that killed them, but the smoke from the fire. Either way, 4 people are now in the spirit world. Salakia. Deuteronomy 32:39. That I, even I, am He, and there is no power with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And through his spirits of vengeance, the Lord kills and wounds people on a daily basis. In particular, wicked people, with whom, according to Psalm 7 and 11, the Heavenly Father is angry with every day. And there's no one that can deliver these wicked people out of the hand of the Lord. That's why that first person that they found and they got out of the house was wounded, but still alive, but then later died, because ultimately that was the will of the Lord, for that person to die, and there was nothing that those medics could do to save that person. 1 Samuel 2:6. The Lord Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. So, yeah. So all of these people that want to run around and talk about how, the Lord loves everybody and the Lord is all about life. Well, the scriptures tell a different story, The scriptures talk about how the Lord kills. And he does it through his spirits that are created for vengeance. So anytime someone dies, it's the Lord that took their life in whatever way he chose for that to be manifest. Job 4:7, remember I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? And the answer is that nobody has perished being innocent. So those 4 people who died, they were not innocent in the eyes of the Lord. Verse 8, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. And that's right. And you know that they were wicked people, because if they were righteous and innocent in the eyes of the Lord, he wouldn't have brought that type of judgment upon them. But, that goes over the head of most people. So, Ecclesiastes 3:1, to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Verse 2, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And for those 4 people, it was their time to die. Plain and simple. And there was nothing that could have been done to save them. Psalms 9:16. The Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higgaion Selah. Yeah, so that fire that resulted in the death of those 4 people was the judgment of the Heavenly Father being brought upon them. And that's how it works. The people who die from car crashes, plane crashes, shootings, stabbings, animal attacks, fires, storms, and tempests, or any other way that people die, that is the judgment of the Lord being brought upon them. Plain and simple. The scriptures let you know that time and time again. The Heavenly Father controls life and death. If he wants you to stay alive, then he's going to keep you alive. But if he wants you dead, if he wants to kill you, if he wants to bring you back to the spirit world, then that's what's going to happen. Plain and simple. And this is why, or one of the many reasons, why you should fear the Lord. He controls whether or not you wake up the next day. But, this message is only really going to resonate with the members of the Hopeful Elect, because the rest of these people are already gone, lost in the sauce, simple-minded, just fit for destruction, That's who we really do these lessons for. That's who the men of the Lord really do these lessons for, is for the members of the Hopeful Elect. Because outside of the Hopeful Elect, nobody else is going to understand this. People are going to be stuck with all their, wicked doctrines that they've been taught up in these harlot houses. Yeah, just more righteous judgment from the Lord in the form of a overnight house fire that took the lives of 4 people. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash, the Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, for putting his spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are still fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith, and shalom to our sincere believers. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, at Adawan, Ratazah. Till next time, shalom.